It's pop trigger time.
Woo!
Yes, and it's Grace and Hassan.
Yeah, we're here.
We took over. So
this is the dream.
This is a big moment for us.
Everyone's been waiting for this.
Yeah,
I think.
they've been waiting for Grasan to take over Pop Trigger, and your wish was our command, and Amir, our executive producer's nightmare. So we're gonna dive right into this and hope for the best with recapping last night's Oscars.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
Yeah, so Chris Rock hosted, and he ruffled some feathers. I personally thought he did a great job, but let's take a look at some of the highlights from his monologue.
I'm here at the Academy Awards, otherwise known as the White People's Choice Awards. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. In the in memoriam package, it's just gonna be black people that were shot by the cops on their way to the movies.
All right, so what did you think about how Chris Rock did? I will say that I was a fan of him as a comedian. As a host, I think he was lacking a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he could have. I think he could have just really dug deeper than he did. And a lot of people criticized them for the rape and lynching jokes. Like he said, "Why would black people in the '60s care about not having enough people in the Oscars? We cared more about the rape and lynch that was happening. We had actual civil rights issues." So I feel like everyone at the Oscars, they always zoom into the audience whenever Chris Rock delivered anything like racially fueled, and everyone's like, ha ha, this is funny, right?
No, I thought he did a really great job. It's what we needed from this year's Oscars. We needed Chris Rock to host and kind of give it to the Academy, and that's what they got. It was pretty much him roasting the Academy for Oscars So White. I thought he did a great job. Where I thought he was lacking was there were some slow moments when he was hosting the show, just like introducing presenters. There was some like bringing out Stacey Dash was just awkward. There were some awkward bits and pieces, but as far as his monologue,
I hated
the Girl Scout bit.
I hated that bit. It was so long and like it kept on coming back. It was just a bad joke that they kept on playing over and over.
So just
come on,
fill you in if you didn't watch the Oscars, which is it's fine if you didn't. Pretty much.
How dare you?
Then go watch. Turn this off. Don't turn it off. So Chris Rock. Said that his daughter's Girl Scout troop was in competition with this other woman's Girl Scout troop, and he was like, I've been away preparing for the Oscars, so if you could just buy Girl Scout cookies from my daughter's troop, that would be amazing. And then it showed at the end that they raised $65,000 apparently for his daughter's Girl Scout troop.
Which doesn't seem like it's a lot of money because like it's a room full of millionaires.
Right. And
I don't know.
It was a bit that kept coming back, and it wasn't really funny the first time.
I'm just annoyed by Girl Scouts to begin with, probably because I'm not old enough to have a daughter where I feel obligated to pay for Girl Scout cookies yet. You know what I'm saying?
You can still buy Girl Scout cookies.
No, like Girl Scout cookies are just, they taste shitty.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know what cause that they're helping.
We're not big on lying here at Pop Trigger, so I'm just going to cut you off right there. But so there were some awkward moments. There were some awkward moments that did happen when Chris Rock was hosting. But by and large, I thought he did a good job, and I think it's what the show needed. As far as the winners and losers go, what were your favorites? Oh,
dude, first of all, look, we talked about Eddie Redmayne a little bit before we started, but he definitely got snubbed. Like, let's be real. Like, Leo... The Academy played catch up like they always do, and they gave Leo the, least deserved Oscar he could have ever gotten with this Revenant thing. Like, oh yeah, he grunted a lot. He had no lines in the Revenant. He basically, and yeah, you can say he was a great actor and he really made you feel like he was that person, but did he? Because like even when they showed that monologue where he's speaking to his son, you're still like, that's Leo. That's not someone else. Like, that's Leo speaking in a fake, Native American accent.
No, I mean, I think that Leo, whenever he's so notorious, I mean, he's just this huge movie star. Any movie he's going to be in, we're going to be like, that's Leonardo DiCaprio. That's
not true. You watch Christian Bale for example, you watch Christian Bale's a huge movie star.
I still saw Christian Bale in Big Short.
When you played a man with autism, like that was amazing. That was an amazing performance in The Big Short.
Oh, in The Big Short. Yeah. No, I still saw Christian Bale.
Or maybe.
I mean, but I'm saying it was. I think Leo deserved the Oscar. I thought a lot of the performances were great, but I think Leo stood out.
You know who won the Oscars though? For real? Like, this is pretty undercover, but Louis C.K. His intro to the short documentary was the greatest introduction I've ever seen in my entire life, hands down. He killed it.
Yeah, guys, give it up for your 2017 Oscar host, Louis C.K.
I know,
for sure.
seriously.
I mean,
even though it probably won't happen. Because next year there won't be that many black nominees either. And then just like this year, they'll load up the entire roster with every black actor, or probably Kevin Hart.
No, I think Louis C.K. did a great job.
So good.
I think he was awesome. As far as my winners and losers go, I loved Brie Larson in Room, so I was really happy that she won. Best Actress, the other ones that I really liked, I really like Saoirse Ronan in Brooklyn. I mean, I felt like the actress categories were really strong, but for Best Actor, I think Leo was the runaway winner.
I disagree completely.
And I don't know why Michael B. Jordan wasn't nominated for Creed, too.
Because, because Hollywood's racist.
Right.
But no, but aside from that, no, seriously, okay, listen. So one of the things that Chris Rock did a really good job exposing was that there's two kinds of racism. I say this all the time off camera, but I think there's two types of racism.
This is going to be good.
Where there's the I want to lynch black people racism, and then there's that behind closed doors where those blacks kind of racism.
What Chris Rock said, sorority girl racism.
Yeah, sorority girl racism. And I think that's a really important point, and he's completely right. He had a conversation with Barack Obama where he was talking, earlier on, not in the Oscars, where he was talking to him about, look at all these executives in this room here. They're all super nice. They're all white. They're all liberal. They claim that they care for black people, but they're not going to hire black people. And I had a conversation with one of my friends who has black friends, who you would never consider to be racist. He's liberal, and his reasoning for why there aren't that many black nominees this year is because there just aren't that many black actors. And I was just thinking, this needs to be exposed because this is an educated liberal man who thinks that.
And who apparently has made sure that you know that he has black friends.
No, but still, it's weird to me, but it's also a symptom of the systematic racism that black people endure when people are thinking, educated liberal people are thinking, I mean, there aren't that many black people. That's why it's totally, fair that there aren't that many black nominees. No, there are black people in America that would love to work in the entertainment industry. They just need an opportunity to work in the entertainment industry. Yeah, more black roles.
And I think that Chris Rock did a good job of bringing it back to it's all about opportunity and that the Academy needed to be called out. Before we get to the next topic, I wanted to get your opinions on the musical performances because I think Lady Gaga really struck a chord talking about sexual assault on college campuses. I have not seen the documentary that her song "Till It Happens to You" was featured.
Lady Gaga was also a survivor of sexual assault.
And she's been speaking out against sexual assault on behalf of the movie The Hunting Ground, but also just as a performer, but I mean as a entertainment icon and just as a public figure, she's been really outspoken. What did you think of the performances?
Lady Gaga's was very powerful.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't understand why Sam Smith won. That's what I was thinking.
I don't think Sam Smith knew why Sam Smith won. Because I have to say, as far as...
It's what was that?
He gave a great performance. He's incredibly talented. He's looking slim.
The Weeknd.
Nice. But the song, it's one of the worst Bond songs in recent memory. If we remember back Adele's Skyfall, that's an amazing song.
Yeah.
And the writing on the wall,
I don't understand what happened there. Who wasn't, and this would have been a perfect opportunity to be look, there's a black, Oscar winner in this lineup, and they should have just, The Weeknd deserved it.
I hadn't thought of it that way, but
The Weeknd deserved it. It was ridiculous. That movie sucked, right? 50 Shades of Grey was ridiculous, is a terrible movie. I can't believe it had an Oscar nom to begin with, but that song is amazing.
You could say that it earned it.
Oh my God.
All right, so guys, that's our view, our recap on the Oscars 2016, but we want to hear from you. What do you think about Chris Rock as a host? What did you think about some of the winners? Did Leo deserve it? Does Hassan make you feel things inside? And what did you think of Lady Gaga's performance?
Absolutely.